Hi, welcome to Small Talks with MyWellbeing. I'm Dr. Julia Colangelo, and as a coach, I help driven professionals achieve their goals to live the life they want. And today, in this Small Talks, I'm answering the question, how do you create goals that you still want to achieve and won't give up on by February? So first things first, let's gently and lovingly ignore any of the messaging we're receiving around resolutions or all or nothing decisions. That is not going to serve us. What will serve us is creating a vision for our life and getting really specific about the goals that we want to achieve. And I'll teach you how to do that in this Small Talks. So first things first, let's always create a vision for what we want. And if you want, you can join me in a brief exercise. Take a breath. And I want you to visualize what you want to feel, think about, have on your heart, have in your mind this time next year. How about this time in a month? What would feel great to you? Achieving, the people that you're texting, the world that's surrounding you. And just take another breath. And now I want you to bring your gaze back to this Small Talks. And I want you to start writing a blueprint for the next year. So how you can do this is creating a specific layout for the next 12 months. So we want to start with the 12 months out. What would you love to achieve? What is it that you crave, that you dream? What's that wish? What's that dream or that desire? Start with that a year from now, and then let's backtrack month by month by month until you're in this present month. Once you've outlined your goals for each month, I want you to then identify 2 to 3 action steps for each of those goals. So for example, if you're wanting to look into a new job or living somewhere different, some action steps might be to identify what you are looking for in your next job or living or relocating to a new place. And that action step of actually Googling, doing some research, that is an action step we might tend to avoid that gets in the way of achieving our goals. Now, if you're looking for a framework to lean on creating specific goals, you can start with the SMART framework. This means that you're creating goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. When we do this, we set our brains, our bodies, our hearts up for success because we have laid out in front of us something that we want, we desire, we want to come true so much. And we've identified that we're not just saying we hope this comes true someday in some circumstance. We're saying, no, I want this to come true or come to life in a week or in a month or by the end of next year. And so when we use that framework, that's a great jumping off point. Another exercise is to make sure that when you're creating this blueprint, you've identified these action steps, you prioritize everything that you've written. And a great way to build in this accountability is to take out your calendar right here and right now and start scheduling the time and the space by time blocking actually in your calendar before you schedule any meetings, appointments, anything else, and identify when you will look at this, at least on a weekly basis. But if you can set up a reminder on your calendar system for every day, even just for 2 to 5 minutes to make sure you're moving towards your goals, that's a way to stay accountable and to make sure you don't give up on what you really want. Goal achievement takes time, it takes repetition, and it might feel like you're doing the same action again and again, but I promise you're moving with intentional action to create the life you really want. Now, some other ways to build in accountability are to actually set timers every day to reactivate your visualization for what you want. You can also lean on a friend, a therapist, a coach, or build in accountability with a friend group and have sort of a built-in buddy system as well. Another tip is that if you're noticing you're not catching momentum, do a gut check. Make sure that you're trying to achieve what you really want. If this was helpful, feel free to reach out to me at drjuliacolangelo.com or on Instagram at drjuliacolangelo. Make sure to leave your comments below to join the conversation.